Hello, Leo. So, welcome to your reading. We're here to do the family. We're here to do the family circle check-in. So, what does God want you to know? That's the question we're asking today. So, what does God want you to know, Leo, when it comes to your family circle? Okay, I'm being called to two decks. So, which one is first? This one. Alright. So we got Yemaya at the bottom of the deck. It says, the goddess of all that flows. I am an ocean of creative energy. I give birth to what exists within me. Yeah. Alright, let's see. What does God want you to know about your family? Family circle. You got mail. Mystery card. I like those. Okay, so it says the Black Madonna, Our Lady of the Hermits. It says, I transform pain and suffering into a greater capacity to love. And it says, the prophetess of the sacred way, the white buffalo calf woman. It says, my heart is a compass. The path of love is true abundance. And the underlying issue, we have the first woman, Lilith. It says, I am the voice of my body and soul. I choose the life that I desire to live. Indeed. So what is all this saying about your family circle? So the underlying issue is people choose the life that they want to live. So however your family circle is going right now, everybody is manifesting the type of life that they want to live, as they rightly should. You deserve your right to choose how you want to live your life. Your mother, father, sister, brother, grandmother, everybody deserves the right to choose for themselves. Whether or not you agree with them, is irrelevant, okay? Whether or not they agree with you is irrelevant. Because if you're not living the life that you want to live, then you are living the life that somebody else wants you to live, and therefore you are their prisoner instead of actually fulfilling your own purpose. Instead of living your truth, you're just their prisoner. That's how the mathematics goes, okay? So that's the underlying issue. Everybody has chosen their own path, so whatever you see right now is what everybody has chosen for themselves, okay? So, what we got going on? What does God want you to know? It says, I transform pain and suffering into a greater capacity to love. So, you don't have to agree with anybody, but you just have to see people for who they are and love them anyway. That's what this is saying. See your family for who they are and love them anyway. Because they have a right to be who they choose to be, and they should see you for who you are and love you anyway. Okay? And then we have, my heart is a compass, the path of love. The path of love is true abundance. So, it's like, do not shun your family members for like silly reasons, because the path of love is true abundance. So it's like, we may not be the same, we may not think the same, we may not agree on whatever, but at the end of the day, there are things that we can actually do to help each other's lives to be better, and we should focus on that. Rather than focus on our differences, we need to focus on what actually unites us, what actually is going to help us to progress. Okay? Your mess you can deal with on your own. I will deal with my mess on my own. If I need your help, I would like to think that if I ask your opinion, at least you could be honest enough to give me your opinion, even though you don't agree with my path, you know? So, yeah. And if you, even though I don't agree with your path, then if you ask my opinion on something, I could still be loving and compassionate enough to share my views with you. Okay? So, yeah, it's like live and let's live. Cancer basically got the same thing. So let's see, what's the next message is that God's trying to deliver when it comes to your family. What does God want you to know? Leo. Two more times, Leo. All right. Okay, so we got loss of strength. When I'm standing, I have to put the camera up higher so you don't really get to see as much of the board as usual. So we got loss of strength, loss of magical abilities, because sitting down hurts my bum. Then we have fungal infection. And we have liver failure. So, let's see what the next card is. Loss of authority. Yeah. So the underlying issue is the loss of one's psychic abilities. Okay. So Cancer got some of this energy too, the liver failure. So we got loss of strength, loss of magical abilities. So an inability to influence someone else. Okay, then we have fungal infection, liver failure. Okay, so there is a need for ones to communicate and actually there's a need for, even though you're so different from each other, there's still a need for you to communicate and for the other to be open to listening. So it's like the last part that I said when I was looking at the other deck. It's like, even though you don't agree with what I'm doing, it still be nice for me to be able to share my concerns with you and you give me your input still, because I mean, you're not stupid and sometimes we need each other. You know what I'm saying? So even though you don't like what I'm doing, sometimes I will need to lean on you for advice, because maybe you have the answers that I need to get me to the next successful chapter, or get me the success that I'm looking for in this chapter of my life. You know? So loss of authority. So it's like nobody wants to listen to anybody. It's like, you don't have no control over my life, I don't have no control over your life, which it should be exactly that way. Everybody should be the master of their own fate. But at the end of the day, from time to time, you need each other. So yeah, loss of psychic abilities. Now being psychic is being able to like share your thoughts, or receive information, to receive and impart information. Okay, so that's exactly what I was saying. So even though you guys are so different, you need to actually keep the lines of communication open, because one day you will be able to see each other's point of view, and you will grow up enough to say, you know what, it's not my life, it's not my choice, I'm not the one who has to live with the circumstances, so I really shouldn't be feeling so strongly about their choices. I mean, if it was me, I would make different choices, but at the end of the day, it's not me. So I just have to, you know, this is how they made their bed. We just have to lie in it and adjust it as need be, you know what I'm saying? So we can be as comfortable as possible. Because at the end of the day, if you try to influence somebody to live a life different to what they would choose for themselves, or if they try to influence you to live a life that is different to what you would choose for yourself, and shit turn upside down and start breaking apart, then you can blame the other person, because it's not a choice that you made. But if you made the choice yourself, and whether shit go good or it go bad, it's like, you know what? You live and you learn. So it's like, to avoid hating each other, you need to allow each other to choose your own paths, and support each other on their own paths as much as is possible, even though you don't agree with the paths that they've chosen for themselves. Right. That was hard work. Okay, so that's the gist of your message. Okay, you don't have to be the same, but love each other enough to be able to be a support for each other when it is necessary. So if they make a wrong turn, or if you make a wrong turn, at least you know you got somebody that you can still fall back on to help you keep your head above the water until your limbs get fixed again, so you can start to swim on your own again. Okay, so yeah, you're not here to live for each other, you're here to live your divine truth, and it is our duty to support or love our brothers and sisters as we love ourselves, like the Bible says. You are your brother's keeper, you are your sister's keeper. Okay, so thank you so much for watching, Leo. Until next time, bye bye.